Hello beautiful souls, welcome to my channel. My name is Anu and I'm your psychic tarot reader. Today I'm doing another Happy New Year reading. This is more of a pick a card if you want to look at your particular sign. I've already done those and they're up on my channel for you to view. So let's do this. This is going to be a pick a card. We'll look at what we learned in 2020, what we got to embrace for in 2021, and then what do we need to do less of, more of, and all that jazz. So go ahead and either pick a number, 1, 2, or 3, or I can show you the medallions. The number 1 is this green that has got fishes around it. Pick that. Or number 2, I believe there are 2 dragons, if that appeals to you. This is for number 2. And if you like number 3, this looks like a peacock, or you could also argue could be a phoenix. So those are your choices. Go ahead and pick, and we're going to get started with number 1. All right, welcome pile 1. For those of you who chose the fish medallion, let's see what we have here. This is the past year summary. This next card is the lessons learned. All right, and we have what you let go of or maybe in transition, and then how or what gifts you may have received. So let's look at that real quick over here. So what you in the past year summary, it's been quite a year where you had to put up this is 9 of Wands again. So you may have had to create a lot of boundaries around you, and this is specifically for people or things in the 3D. This is not just in your head. You had to really hold your ground and work really hard, almost to the point of exhaustion. So that's something that the past year has been pretty heavy or tumultuous for you. Now the lessons that you may have learned from this energy is the Knight of Wands, that actually you do have the power to create whatever you want. The Knight of Wands is full of passion and full of energy and has a lot of drive. And again, it takes a lot of strength, a lot of drive to really hold your ground when there are a lot of opposing people or energies around you. So definitely the lesson learned is here that, all you need to do is believe in yourself and step into your power. Own your passion and your desire, and then that you can really charge forward. So that's what I'm seeing over here. Now this is interesting. This is in the position of what you let go of, and we have the Magician. So it could be transitional, that you're still working on it, or just about there. But what you let go of, when the Magician shows up, it's really talks about, again, generally Magician is manifestation. So when we're saying we let go of, this is really telling me letting go of the obsession of creating something or really chasing something that wasn't just working out, right? A lot of times when we have a lot of desire and passion, we can come into this type of energy that we really want to make something happen, but there's always divine timing, and sometimes it can create frustration. So that obsession over timing and achievement of a goal at your terms in your timeline is something you have let go of in the past year. And the gifts that you've received from that is, again, mastering your emotions and coming into your element. It's really honoring your gut feeling, but at the same time understanding there's a lot that transpires just outside of our actions and just going with the flow. If you see how the Queen is kind of immersed half in water, she's sitting in the water and she's really surrendering. So this is really a huge level of maturity that you kind of come into. Now before we get into 2020, let's see what magic we have coming your way. So we have Trinket 5. Okay, manifesting money money and income. There you go. Some of you maybe this year is your money year, and again 555 is a number of changes, generally big changes coming your way. So if this was work related, let's say if you've been working very hard and showing all your passion at work, but let's say trying to manifest a promotion or a new career that didn't quite happen, and finally coming into surrender. So that's how I kind of tie all of this together. So let's see 2021, what strengths will kind of improve you in the next 12 months. And you have the 5 of Pentacles. So no longer comparing yourself to others, no longer feeling sad and feeling left out. That's going to take you a long way this year. We have another 5 here on the table. So again, if this is really career related is what I'm picking up here, I think the biggest strength that you need to really own this year is actually not comparing yourself to others. Five of Pentacles is often us feeling that we haven't achieved XYZ as compared to our friends or relatives or whatever you have. These are more societal goals that we tend to compare ourselves to. And that's what if you let go of this year, you're going to do really, really great. And then let's see what's the next one here is some of the obstacles you need to kind of conquer this year are the the Five of Swords. So you have another five. You have fives at the table. Major changes for you this year, pile number one. So Five of Swords is really about just mental agony, mental stress, and just more being in your headspace. Okay, so this year what you're going to have to really empower yourself is to believe in yourself and let go of these stresses, because they hold no space. Okay, this is just, it's not going to be actual people that are going to be blockers for you. It's just going to be your own inhibitions and your own blockers. So that's very easy to tackle this year. What you can embrace, wow, look at that, death and rebirth. This year is going to be a year of transformation for you, 100%, with this card showing up, and you know what to embrace for. So absolutely putting behind things that don't serve you anymore, and really coming into your true form. With this Queen of Cups again here, that's really speaking to me. Really surrendering and coming into a complete harmony with yourself. That's going to be the major thing you'll embrace this year. And then the blessings coming your way is Two of Wands. Again, literally having the world at your feet. Literally this card, this artwork, she's sitting down, ready to receive, and the world is at her feet. Again, not gender specific. You may also travel, some of you, as travel opens up for people. This may also be a traveling opportunity for you if your passions lie in the travel industry, or the leisure, or any of those, journalism, or any line of work where you like to travel. That might really open up for you. But those are some of the blessings coming your way, and essentially being able to take the action. Two of Wands is the time when you actually pick a choice, or you make a choice. So that's really coming through strongly this year. It's going to open up for you as a form of blessing. So let's see what Spirit says you should do less of, more of, and how this will change you for the better. Again, some of these, please don't go on the labels. These persona types can have sometimes triggering labels. So let's not go to the labels and not calibrate ourselves to that vibration. Let's see. So what you need to do less of is to be in less of a miser mentality. Okay, so what we need to really step into is step into entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything to gold. Delight in sharing life's riches. Okay, so if you have any, and this goes very well with the Five of Pentacles, if you want to think about it, Five of Pentacles is also feeling a bit of lack, a bit of sadness and comparison. So this year, do less of that. Absolutely. Do not step into this feeling of not having enough, or feeling lack in any sense, shape, or form. What you're being encouraged to do more of is actually stand up to your own inner bully. So the light attributes here are, it highlights your tendency to intimidate others, but helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. So this is the year where this goes, so beautiful. This goes with the Five of Swords. These are your inner fears. So this year, what you got to do more of is really stand up to your inner fears and actually face those inner bullies head on. And then this last one here is how this year will change you for the better. And again, don't go on the title, it says beggar, but the light attributes are: confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. So if you think about this, all these three cards here really are tying up with these three elements in your reading here, which is the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. So really come out of the energy of not having, feeling that you don't have enough, or you don't have enough people, friends in your life. Having these fears, stand up to those fears, and really kind of step into this Queen of Cups energy where it'll let you thrive a little bit more. And of course, like, look at this. This is, if this is specifically a money situation for you, you do have the Trinket 5 magic sigil here. You can, you know, screenshot it and just print it out and keep it by your desk. It just like helps just, you know, tuning into the money energy and manifesting money and income. So there you have it. I hope this helps. If you like the reading, do subscribe, drop me a like, comment, share, whatever you see fit as an energy exchange. I would really, really appreciate it. With that, I wish you a very happy new year. I'll see you next time around. Hi, group 2, or those of you who chose the black medallion with the dragons, this reading is for you. Left side is 2020 and what we've learned, and the right side is 2021 with some magic and some you know, archetypes and what we need to do less or more of. If you want to look at your particular zodiac sign, those readings are already up on my channel, so you can go and look at those. So let's get started. The past year summary. So the first card is the Fool here, and it kind of represents a summary of 2020 for you. So a year where you had to really keep your faith, really be hopeful, and for some of you it could also be in a funny way. You know, something or some people may have been literally driving you to the edge, so there may be some frustrations with that as well. But for most of you, what I'm reading is like this was a year where your faith has been tested and you have really held on to your faith. Some of the lessons that you've learned is how to you know, realize and honor and accept your shadow side. So this is in the you know, the traditional tarot, this is the Devil card. Again, it represents feeling and coming to an understanding that you're really not chained to anything or anybody, and this is all about self-empowerment and really stepping up into your own power. So you've had a lot of faith in this past year, and kind of the lesson learned is like you are the only one who can push you forward or hold you back, and nobody else. There's a really, really big, I mean, 2 major arcanas in the first 2 cards for you. This card right here is what you let go of, or you may be in the transition of letting go, and then how you've been rewarded for that. So what you are letting go, or you have let go, is represented by the Father, which is the Hierophant in traditional tarot. And when we let go of this, this is again talking about letting go of the rules, the traditions, the expectations. I think these two go pretty well together, because this is telling me you may have been in a situation where you had to follow a lot of rules and guidelines and regulations. And I don't want to say regulation, that term just keeps coming up for 2020. But generally, what are the traditions that were expected of you, and you finally kind of moved away from those, or you may be in the final stages, but this is what, like, cutting loose of those expectations, those traditions that were kind of forceful, that didn't really align with your true self, and coming into your power. And how you're being rewarded for that is the Two of Wands. So literally, you know, as you come into your power, you may feel you have the world in your palm, right? So Two of Wands is about already having one solid thing in your pocket, and then going after the other thing and conquering the world, literally conquering the world. But for that, you have to put one thing down and really take the action. So the action comes from your own power, stepping into your own power. So that's like kind of the gift, is like the opening up of opportunities once you stand up for yourself, walk away from these false expectations, and then really stepping into your power is when the opportunities start opening up. So let's see what strengths will see you through or improve you in the next 12 months. We have the 10 of Wands. So these experiences here, because they're like 3 major arcanas representing 2020, this has made you really, really strong. You know, you've really carried burdens for a very long time. The 10 of Wands is coming to a point where you literally may have been breaking your back. That time is over. That's what is coming in 2021, is like you are so strong that you're ready to put this down, and you've made your decision to no longer carry this through in this manner. And some of the obstacles that you really have to face is your inner fears. So the 8 of Swords really talks about our own inhibitions, our own way of how we hold ourselves back. This no longer represents people. To be super, super clear, there are no people who have any power over you after you've gone through this sort of transformation. The Eight of Swords just says like there may be moments where you may doubt yourself, and that's where you have to remember that no, you're really strong. You are the only one who governs your life, so don't let those doubts hold you back. What you got to embrace is the Knight of Shields. So you got to embrace some patience. Okay, this is a huge transformation. It can also lead to some exhaustion, but you have to know that slow and steady wins the race, and you will win the race. Okay. The Knight of Shields or the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest but the surest knight in the deck, okay, in tarot. So definitely, embrace that fruits are going to come. Things are going to happen. They're going to come slow and steady in a very stable form. And the blessings coming your way, you have higher ground. So you have the Seven of Wands as in blessings. Look at that. If you can see in this light, you see all these shadows. These are actually lights. Well, I should say this is spirit supporting you, your ancestors, or your spirit guides, whatever you believe in. They are really supporting you stand on higher ground as compared to all these people who may have challenged you in the past. So definitely, that's the biggest blessing coming your way, is to really stand on higher ground. So let's see what that one magic is coming your way. You have protection and water. Oh my God, look at that. The protection. So strong protective magic for the family and the home. This is like a magic sigil. If you want, you can screenshot and, keep it on your phone, or you can keep it by your bedside. This really goes with the Seven of Wands so well, talking about you have spirit guides, you have the universe, you have God, whatever higher power you believe in, really protecting you. So there's nothing to worry about, do not stress about, and get into this over anxious type of energy. And then you have water. It says work with the element of water for healing, purification, and refinement. So this can also talk about a lot of emotional healing and taking care of yourself. Self-care is going to be very important for you as you kind of get out of these energies, get some rest and relaxation. Water may be a good element for you to work with this year. So let's see what you got to do less of. This is funny. Okay, these archetype cards sometimes do have labels that can be triggering, so let's not calibrate our vibration to the labels, but to the meaning instead. So it says do less of gossip, which is what we want to focus on is the light attribute is awakens consideration for the feelings of others and honoring trust. So really step into the energy of building those relationships, honoring trust, rather than and I don't mean it in like a gossip, not that you're gossipy or anything, but try with every interaction or people interactions to really be in a state of honoring their feelings and building the trustful relationship. Again, water is about emotions and relations. What you got to do more of this year is, getting again into the monk or nun. Again, don't go by the label. Attribute, which is selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. So some of you actually going through all of this transition here may find that you like meditations or self-care or Reiki or any of the other divination practices. You may come into that, or just may exploring a little bit more about recalibrating our brain waves and resetting our neurons. How do we do that? So you may come into that. So do more of that. Do spend time for building into those areas. If you're curious about something, there's going to be something there to help you grow, and that's the reason you're curious. Okay. And then how this year will change you for the better. We have the detective. It says great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth. So as you're coming into your power, right, coming out of the devil energy, coming out of the Hierophant, keeping your faith and really putting down the burdens and getting out the self-doubts, you're definitely gonna find that, or as you relax, you're gonna find that your intuition is pretty strong, and you'll be uncovering more like life truths. Okay, this is not just like about some petty situation. That's not how I read this. This is really about understanding the bigger mysteries of life. This is gonna be the year where you're definitely that's gonna change you for the better, is tapping more into your intuition. Again, water is here, you're protected, so if you're called to any of the spiritual work, go for it. You have full protection, and you definitely have the element of water, which goes with relationships, communications, goes with intuition, and all of that. So I hope this helps. Again, if you want to see your specific zodiac signs reading or forecast, those are up on my channel already, so take a look at those. If you like this, please do drop me a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and share, and whatever you see fit. Comment how this relates to your life. I would love to read that. I love reading all the comments. So with that, wish you a very happy new year, and I will see you next time around. Hello group 3, or those who chose the green medallion with the phoenix or the peacock. This reading is for you. If you're interested in your individual zodiac sign reading, I already did that. Those forecasts are up on my channel. Okay, so let's take a look at this. This is a quick read, but kind of a summary. So this is the past year summary, and we have the devil. So again, to summarize past year, you really learned what or who has power over you, and the answer was nobody or nothing. Okay, so this is a very, very interesting energy to have in terms of the past year summary, because this shows me that you really stepped into your own power. You have broken all the mental chains that you had, all the blocks that you had, and really stepped into your power. So the lessons learned, we have the sun. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Just look at this. You have the devil and the sun. So what the past year summary, it was a difficult year, but it was a year of transformation and coming into your own power. And the lesson learned was like, happiness is a choice. The sun is the most beautiful card in the deck. It's the happiest card. It can also talk about children, the sunflowers, this prosperity, but overall just pure joy and brightness and happiness. And when this is coming up in the lessons learned, it's really like happiness comes from within you. Okay, it's not the external factors or external goals that will bring you that happiness. So once you realize your true north, once you come in and step into your power, you can find and create happiness and choose to be happy at any moment of time. So what you let go of, or what you may still be in transition of, is the high priestess. So what you let go of, like being closed off. The high priestess, holds the secrets. She holds the Torah, under her robes. She understands the shadow and the light aspects, and she's she has a moon over her crown, which is intuition. So really, what you've let go of, or you're kind of transitioning into, is this power of believing in your intuition, no longer being closed off to those gut instincts, those hunches that you get. That is the beginning of understanding how much power you truly have, because you have all the answers within. So you're in the transition of really stepping into and owning and accepting both your light and shadow aspects, and understanding that you have a lot of intuition. And again, like you see, if you're here, if you're interested in tarot or astrology or any of the other divination tools, those are all your intuition waking up, and your higher self really waking up and coming into form. So that's really, really beautiful. You have 3 for 3 major arcanas here already. Group number 3, already 3 major arcanas. So let's see, how you're being rewarded, or what gifts are coming your way. So you have the 4 of Swords. How beautiful is that? This is peace. This is, being calm, serene, being in a meditative state. This is, this is the rest and rejuvenation after heartbreak or after disappointments. And in this artwork, you'll see how the soldier or the knight is actually laying down, is because, they're resting after the battles of life. And that's what this is showing. So the gifts, are literally what you're being rewarded, is that space, that mental clarity, that peace, that calm that comes after fighting all these internal wars, and really learning to step into your intuition. I really feel you may have also taken up meditation for some of you in the very, very near recent past, but this bottom section here really talks about opening up to intuition, learning new tools, and really giving yourself that time that you deserve. So let's see, I'm going to see the magic for you this year. Ooh, it's time to shine. So the magic sigil card for you is time to shine, creates the energetic resonance for golden opportunities. There you go. So in 2021, it is time to shine. All that darkness is over. You're stepping into your power. You're trusting your intuition. And as you do, all these magical doors open up for you. So you can, screenshot if you want. It's like a sigil. You can screenshot, keep it on your phone, or just, print it out, keep it by your bedside table. It just creates like lovely energies. So let's see 2021. What are the strengths that will see you or will improve you in the next 12 months? You have the 9 of Wands. So again, why is this a strength? This is perseverance. And full stop, period. That's what it is. So really, like, going through all of this transformation is not an easy task. So you may feel a little exhausted, but look at the bright side. You actually come out so strong that, you know, you can face anything in life. If you've faced your own inner shadow, you've done the shadow work, you've come out really, really strong on top of it. Some of the obstacles you may have to battle this year are the Knight of Swords. And this is really about just watching your impulsive energy. So if you find, you know, again, when we're in this energy here, things may really slow down and you may feel like this is taking forever and I'm just not getting to my goals or getting where I want to be. When the energies start opening up in 2021, you may find yourself sometimes, you know, at moments that you may be being too hasty. So that's the only obstacle that you really have to watch out. The good thing is it's a sword energy. So this is your internal energy. It's not actual people. This is just your own mental or inner desire to move forward, but at a quicker pace. So just watch out for that one. What you got to embrace this year? Ooh, touching calmer waters. Look at that. Embrace this. Embrace coming to shore. Embrace leaving all the hardships behind and finally having a year where things are going to be really calm and easy for you. That's really, really beautiful. And then let's see what blessings are coming your way. Wow. 10 of Swords. Ending all mental agony. This is number 10 is completion. Swords are mental energies or thoughts. So all the stresses that you've carried over the last year, all of that is coming to an end and it is time to shine. So let's look at some of the 3 persona cards. And again, these can have labels that can be triggering. So we are not gonna calibrate our vibrations to the label, but rather to the message. So what do we want to do less of? So less of the judge energy, which says, really focus on balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. So again, this year, with all these experience and especially with the 9 of Wands, this goes very well. You may find yourself in a little bit of a, judging scenario or judgmental, I would say, persona at times. So Spirit is just saying, like, go within, follow your intuition, be calm, be very serene, and you would not have the need to judge any situation or anyone, because we all act from our level of consciousness, right? So coming to that understanding is very, very important. So the balance, justice, and compassion. Have a lot of compassion and, just focus on your pure vibration and everything else will fall into place. What Spirit wants you to do more of, not more of, again, this is a trigger word. We don't want you to do more gossip. The Spirit really is saying is like, really, this is the part that the light attribute is awakens consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust. So see how these two are really going together, that this is a year where you really want to build trust and also give people the benefit of the doubt. Do not, base it on your past experiences, like even here. Just be open this year and go with a fresh perspective. And then how this year will change you for the better. You have advocate. Wow, all these go very well together. So this says inspires you to put compassion into action. So I feel for this particular group, and it's interesting how each group has been very unique. This particular group, it's a lot about relationships, not about career or anything else. I'm really getting a very strong feeling of building relationships in 2021, which are going to be based on trust and similar vibration. Okay, there's time to shine. This is, you have 6 of Swords, moving on. You have 10 of Swords, 9 of Wands. All these energies are really about finding that true tribe, your soulmates. Okay, and soulmates are in different forms. It could be colleagues, it could be peers, it could be neighbors, friends, or, like, let's say a meetup group, an online community that you join or you start. I see this as like really a very heavy people energy for you this year. So with that, I wish you again a very happy new year. If you like the reading, do subscribe, do like, do share, comment below how this relates. I love reading all the comments. It really means a lot to me. So with that, I will see you next time around. Wish you much love and light. Namaste.